Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Everything she said is true. That lady doesn't lie. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. She says the same thing every day. She finally got it right, huh? What do you think?
I would say she's right every day. What does she usually get wrong?
Repetition. Took her a while to get that. No, just kidding.
I think finally today she nailed it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
She doesn't lie. Welcome to the show. It's great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. Neil Levin will be along in the second hour. He's always... He's one of the more understated. He's very understated, you know. Not a lot of flash and bang, but let me tell you, he's got a dry sense of humor. He's very smart, and he's always prepared, and he fills out the booking form. If the only thing he did was fill out the booking form, he would be on my A list. I have to hold these people at gunpoint to fill out the booking form. I have to go to their house and ring the doorbell. Did you fill out the booking form?
I was going to say he has a great sense of humor, but...
Oh, he's funny. He's a funny dude. Oh, my goodness, he can be funny. Real dry, you know. You have to listen. And he's really good, you know, those quiz game shows.
Yeah.
He's really smart at that stuff. You know, he has all kinds of trivia in his head. He knows all, you know.
Walking encyclopedia.
Yeah, like who's buried in Grant's tomb and stuff like that.
I don't know about that. Come on. That's... I bet you Steve knows the answer to that, though.
Probably.
Steve knows everything.
Yeah, well, he does pretty good. So, yeah, I'm glad you stopped by today. And he'll be along in the second hour. In the first hour, let me see if I can intrigue, entertain, educate, persuade, I don't know, stimulate you in some form or fashion about your health. Let's see. 877-897-8255, 877-897-ABLA. Okay, quiz time, fellas. And I didn't send Josh my list of stories and studies I wanted to talk about because I didn't want to give him the answer to the question. So we'll have Stephen and Josh do the quiz. This is not a hard quiz. We'll see if Stephen is
up for it.
Yeah, he's pretty good at. He has a pretty good record in these kinds of things. He seems to, I don't know, he just has some natural understanding of, yeah, you'll see. Okay, here we go. If I gave you three choices of foods, okay, fruits, vegetables, and popcorn, of those three, which one would you say is loaded with more antioxidants? Fruits, vegetables, or popcorn? I'll let you go first today, Josh.
I have a feeling, I want to say fruits.
Okay. Steve?
I think I would go with fruits as well.
You would?
Yeah.
So I distracted you too much with the distractor in that question. You know what the distractor was, right?
Popcorn.
The popcorn was the distractor. Well, according to the at the 243rd, these fellows, I don't know, there were women in there too. The 243rd National Meeting and Exposition of the American Chemical Society. They've met 243 times annually. They've been around a while, okay? in San Diego, so they picked a nice spot. They're going to present this study. Turns out you're both wrong today. Usually you're right. But popcorn.
No way.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, no way. Well, there is a way. Popcorn is loaded with more antioxidants and polyphenols than are vegetables and fruit. I know, it's surprising.
Very.
I thought Stephen would go for the popcorn.
I was gonna, but I was like, nah, that's bait.
You thought it was bait. Chemistry professor Dr. Joe Vinson explained that popcorn is approximately about 4% water and compared to 90% in fruits and vegetables. There's a lot of H2O in fruits and vegetables.
Well, it does come from a vegetable originally.
I mean, well, but stop.
Okay.
What are you trying to do here? Confuse me? You know it doesn't take much. Stop it.
I usually get confused trying to confuse you.
I know. So, fruits and vegetables are inherently water loaded, and it's understandable, and it's a good thing. Okay? So that means that phenols are far more diluted then. They're diluted in the fruits and vegetables. More water, then those chemicals get diluted, right? In popcorn, it's only 4% H2O. It's only 4% water. So according to Dr. Vincent, in order to have a healthy diet, you shouldn't necessarily replace fruits and vegetables with popcorn. But he said, he commented or suggested that popcorn doesn't contain several other key nutrients which are present in fruits and vegetables. But this is an interesting point. Popcorn is not necessarily a junk food. What makes it junk? What do you think would, Stephen, I give you a chance to redeem yourself? You wouldn't raise your hand?
I thought I was in 5th grade for a second.
You raise your hand. He's raising his hand. Can I? Me. All right, go ahead. What
Butter.
Butter? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, yeah, of course, the butter, but salts and the oil that you cook in it or cook it in.
See, you both redeemed yourself. That's right. Very good. That's what turns popcorn into junk food.
Right.
Now, remember the days, I don't know if you ever had one at your house, Stephen or Josh, or you folks, you listening or watching the show, those dry popcorn
The air poppers.
air poppers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was like eating carpet.
I kind of prefer my popcorn that way, though.
Oh,
I don't like a lot of butter.
I remember we had one, and I pleaded with my mom to get one. Then when we got it, we tried it a couple of times, and I thought, boy, this really sucks. This is not good.
Mom, what are you doing here?
And it was dry, boy, So, but there are healthy oil alternatives that you can use for the popcorn. When I go to the movies, it's like you got to have popcorn, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a ritual. That's one of the reasons why I probably go to the movie. Movies, you get the popcorn, of course, to watch the movie. But popcorn is good, high in fiber, and it does have some polyphenols in it, and it's very good. The researchers found that polyphenols were much more abundant in popcorn than they even expected. So they explained that levels were similar to those found in nuts and up to 15 times higher than quantities that you would find in other whole grain crunchy foods, such as whole grain tortilla chips, which I find a waste of time. I don't know. They taste greasy. I don't know. I don't like them. You guys probably like them, right? Do you like
No,
tortilla
not really.
chips, Stephen?
Yeah.
With dip, right?
It's like a salsa or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like homemade ones the best, where you take the tortilla themselves and just cut them up in little triangles and toss them in some oil. Yeah.
Polyphenols amounted to 300 milligrams per popcorn serving. Popcorn phenols amounted up to 114 milligrams per sweet corn serving, and polyphenols amounted up to 160 grams per fruit serving. That's an average of all fruits. So you can see that the polyphenols had a higher milligram level, if you will, of popcorn per serving. 13% of your daily polyphenol requirement can come from one serving of popcorn. The research team also found that popcorn hulls have the highest polyphenol concentrations, as well as being rich in fiber. Dr. Vincent said, and I'll quote him, "Those hulls deserve more respect." Close quote. I think he'd been in the lab too long. We'll be back. Going to talk about sometimes caregivers make too much food. And why do they do that?
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace, now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. So do you remember when you were a kid, and maybe even now, your mom making dinner, preparing the meals at home? Of course, that was what went on in our house, and my mom was the best at it, as yours is, I'm sure. And there was always an abundance of food, man. No, never a time when there wasn't enough food on the table. We weren't rich, but my dad did okay, working on the docks, platforms, made a decent living. We weren't rich, that's for sure, but there was always enough food. So I'm going to ask both, again, Stephen and Josh, and implicate them in my conversation with you. Stephen, when you were growing up, did your mom cook? Did she prepare the meals?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. When she cooked, did she always make more food than you all could eat, or did she just make enough? Did you have?
I don't think she
leftover.
Yeah, we had leftovers, but I don't think it was necessarily for that purpose. I think it was just she cooked the recipe.
Okay. Did you have leftovers more often than not?
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, what about you?
Well, my mom didn't cook that often. It was mainly my stepdad and my dad's, but they
when they
always
cooked.
overcooked.
All right, when they cooked,
Always.
were there leftovers?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Same at our house. And did your mom, for both of you guys, did your mom ultimately use those leftovers?
Not necessarily for other foods, but for lunches or things of those nature.
Did she end up throwing a lot of it away or using it?
I'd say half would get
thrown away,
eaten, half would get tossed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my mom is my parents. They're notorious for keeping things in the fridge way too long.
They become experiments.
Yeah.
Did you end up eating most of those leftovers, or did they get tossed?
No, we ate them. I mean,
Okay.
that was like an ordeal. The next day, lunch, it was
Well,
gone.
given my mom's, she immigrated to this country, they didn't have much, so you can rest assured that not much got wasted, and the leftovers got consumed. That's not always the case. Cornell Food and Brand Lab, imagine that. They always do these interesting studies. They thought that they would explore this idea of meal preparation. They call them caregivers. I call them my mom. Whatever, your mom, whoever prepared the meals. And, they've commented that it's really great, and there's nothing like sitting down for a family meal at the table. It's hot. There's a lot of it. It's ready to go. You don't have to do anything. You just sit down and eat. And whoever cooked the meal, your mom, your dad, whomever, my grandfather used to cook, was a fabulous cook. And everybody enjoyed it. And what typically happens is that the person preparing the meals, let's just assume for the moment that it's mom, my mom did this, a lot of different foods, diverse. There were vegetables. There would be mashed potatoes, for example, green beans, corn, and maybe there'd be 3 or 4 different vegetables. I mean, there was just a diversity in the meal, and they were nutritious meals. Well, what they found was that when caregivers prepared those kinds of meals, their families perceived them to be a good provider. And in some cultures, preparing excessive quantities of food is customary, culturally accepted, and encouraged. And one of the researchers in a study, Gustavo Porpino said, Dr. Gustavo Porpino said, caregivers do everything they can to fit the traditional role of a good mother. They keep the house fully stocked with all kinds of food. This is true. Provide snacks and treats in between meals, and make sure everyone has more than enough on their plates at the table. But it is these same behaviors, he commented, that lead to wasted food, wasted money, and even to obesity, close quote. That's interesting. Now, how many times, you think about this, like the big holiday dinners, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, Easter, whatever, birthdays, you got these big meals, and how much food is left over after those meals, right? I mean, a lot. How long do you end up eating turkey after Thanksgiving? That damn turkey's, you're eating turkey for the next 2 weeks, right?
And enjoying every second.
I know. So these researchers found that these well-intended actions on the part of your mom or whoever was cooking the meals result in wasted food. It does. Prior to this particular study, not too much was known about how affection, this is all done out of love, right, relates to food abundance and how it might contribute to $371 per capita wasted in U.S. households each year. Food getting wasted. So, they found that mothers often like to serve these large portions, and I think they should. If that makes them feel good and that makes them feel fulfilled, and I don't see anything wrong with it because they want to express their love and affection toward the family. I don't know. You know what? Maybe the food that gets wasted, I don't know. I don't know how much of that. I guess their study is interesting. It at least raises the issue. For me, the most important part of this story is that the caregiver in the house who prepares the meals, they do that out of love and affection more often than not, right? And if they over-prepare, we should eat the leftovers. I don't know how much of the leftovers gets thrown away. According to these guys, it's about $371 worth of wasted food in each house because of too much food preparation. All right, I guess, but I can live with that.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement, or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. 877-897-8255, toll-free number. Call anytime you want. I really appreciate your listenership and like talking to you, so don't hesitate to call. If I'm focusing on something that you have an interest in, you have direct experience with, a question about, something you can share that would help us understand better. Well, it turns out that there's this debate in the world of nutrition between and among dietitians and nutritionists, as well as medical doctors and other experts who have an interest in nutrition, about the consumption of grains. Some recent books, Wheat Belly, Grain Brain, and the like, would suggest that eating grains is probably one of the most unhealthiest things you can do. Well, on the other hand, there's a line of research that would argue otherwise. And today, there was a story trending about a study regarding whole grains. And this piece of research was carried out by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health in Massachusetts, and supports, they said, and extends recent findings regarding the benefits, note the word benefits, of whole grain consumption. This was a wide-scale study, and it concluded, in a word, that eating whole grains regularly could extend your lifespan. So far, so good, right? What's not to like about that? Whole grains, from a nutritional standpoint, contain complex carbohydrates and a host of beneficial vitamins, minerals, like magnesium, potassium, selenium, and so on. Moreover, whole grains have very little fat in them. Now, there are plant fats called plant sterols and sterolins, but there aren't that many in whole grains. Findings from previous research, you can infer from those findings that foods containing whole grains have a myriad of health benefits, which would include reducing the risk of certain cancers, diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. And they're thought to help with maintaining good digestive system and digestive health. So what's not to like here, right? This latest piece of research, led by Ki-sun, Dr. Ki-sun, took an in-depth and large-scale look at dietary whole grains and their impact on longevity and disease. They looked at 12 previously published papers alongside data from unpublished ones. Sources, like they used data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey number 3 and NHANES 1999 to 2004 data. It was a meta-analysis. So those NHANES data weren't studies, that were published. These are government collection, it's a government collection agency, if you will, a statistical agency. They collect data on health. They don't necessarily publish them, but they use those data, and they use data from published studies. When they looked at all of those studies on the whole, they included people from the United Kingdom, United States, and Scandinavian countries. So yeah, it's multicultural, large sample, large data set. In all, the new analysis used 786,076 people between 1970 and 2010. It's a longitudinal it's a meta-analysis, but it looks at it for over a long period of time. It's not a snapshot. It's sort of a movie reel. The meta-analysis that they conducted showed that for each 16-gram serving of whole grains, there was a 7% decrease in total deaths, a 9% decrease in cardiovascular disease-related deaths, and a 5% reduction in deaths related to cancer. The study was published in the journal by the American Heart Association called, appropriately, Circulation, and showed that the effect was more pronounced as whole grain consumption went up. The more whole grains people ate, the better they did in decreasing their propensity, their probability of death, contracting cardiovascular disease-related deaths, and deaths due to cancer. So from this study, and there are others like it, one gets a impression that eating whole grains will get you to heaven. Right? You want to go to heaven? Eat whole grains. That's how good they are for you. Well, in the world of nutrition, it's rarely that clear and obvious. There's always an argument. And these two books that I referenced would argue the opposite. Dr. Perlmutter, who wrote Grain Brain, and then the other book, Wheat Belly, I forget who wrote that one. Maybe one of my producers will check that. Those books would tell you, you want to go to hell? Eat grains. So one will get you to heaven, one will get you to hell. Those are the extremes. You get my point. In this one study that I'm reporting on now, Dr. William Davis, thank you, Stephen. That's who it, yeah, now I recall. Those who ate 48 grams of whole grain per day had a 20% reduced risk of mortality. 48 grams. A 25% reduced risk of cardiovascular mortality and a 14% lower risk of cancer mortality. Hell, what's not to like again, right? This sounds good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I searched around and I was looking for some cogent argument, somebody who took a look at this and made, a rational, fair-minded, objectivity, a fair-minded argument. I found an article, when I come back, I'll tell you about it, by Dr. Del Thiessen and Barbara Kravitz. I wonder if she's related to Lenny Kravitz. And I'll lay out their argument for you. For those of you who don't know, tell them who Lenny Kravitz is. Who's Lenny Kravitz?
He's actually a really amazing musician and a rock star that's been around for...
I haven't heard from him lately, but we're going to hear from Barbara Kravitz today. We'll see what she's a rock star. They lay out the argument. And I will share with you how they put this together and see what you think. Should you eat the whole grains or should you pass? You want to go to heaven? You want to go to hell? It just depends. We'll see what you think. And I'll be interested to see what you think. Maybe you'll call. We'll be back with the argument against whole grains. Ooh.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' Pledge of Integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, BSN, finish first, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, we're back. And so I'm laying out an argument here that's made in the world of nutrition about whole grains, whether you should eat them, whether you should not. New study says Gee, no pun intended, but they're the greatest things since sliced bread. Okay? And as I was saying, according to these researchers, this will, all your sins taken into account, eating whole grains will get you into heaven. Then you have a crew out there that says, don't do that. Bad idea. So I was looking for a decent article that was written where somebody laid out the argument in a good way. And I came across Dr. Del Thiessen's argument. And in Dr. Thiessen's paper, I'm going to give him or her attribution, make some interesting points. He first lays out in the paper the why you should eat whole grains, and lays out the studies and so on, just like I did. And then he points on, then it's pointed out in the piece that there are strong arguments against a lot of whole grain products. Those, he said, in the article it mentions those interested in a natural Darwinian diet, whatever that is, may be in the minority. Still, the arguments are strong that whole grain products may have health costs. Well, approximately 17 plant species right now provides 90% of the world's food supply. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's a stunning statistic. The top 10 are wheat, maize, rice, barley, soybean, cane sugar, sorghum, potato, oats, and cassava. There are only 17 plants that provide 90% of the world's food supply. I just gave you the top 10. Without these plants, it lays out in the article, there's no way the world would support the existing 6 billion people and the anticipated 12 to 15 billion in the next century. And it says that if agriculture gave any contribution, it was an easily grown mass diet that was calorically dense, that could be stored, shipped, and processed in hundreds of different ways. That is true. Now, when you go back in time, 20,000 to 10,000 years ago, when you read the history, you find out that there was a mass extinction of large mammals throughout Europe, North America, and Asia. The environment that was pointed out was exploited until other forms of hunting and gathering was demanded. Birds and waterfowl appeared more frequently in the fossil record, and for the first time, grindstones and crude mortars appeared in the archaeological record in the Near East, it says in the article. This was the beginning of humanity's use of cereal grains for food. And some argue, since that time, things have gone haywire. Those people who like that Paleolithic diet often make the argument that hunters and gatherers derive most of their calories from about 100 to 200 different species of wild animal, fruits, and vegetables. But when agriculture came on the scene, humans became dependent upon a few staple cereal foods, 3 to 5 domestic meat species, and 15 to 20 other plant foods. In other words, the menu shrunk. And if the menu shrunk, that means we were missing, perhaps, other nutritional elements that we needed. Those who favor not eating grains say this was a turning point in evolution. People abandoned the hunter-gatherer lifestyle with its dependence on wild meat, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and took up a dietary and activity pattern that was entirely new to humanity. And Dr. Thiessen points out that this was not a good idea in a word. This was not a good idea, and most populations got up to 80% of their calories from a single cereal staple. when they went to this 3 to 5 domesticated meat species and 15 or 20 other plant sources when the diet shrunk. We have evolved, Dr. Thiessen points out, to adapt to the life of hunters and gatherers, and now accepted a life that is incompatible with our adaptive qualities. In other words, the argument is the way our ancient ancestors lived and ate and the way we're eating and living now are incompatible. And there's a consequence for that. Because the argument is the way our ancient ancestors ate and lived drove what we became biologically. And now you're using materials that were not necessarily, and you're omitting materials that were used to build the structure in the first place, meaning the human being, the human species. So you're missing things. You're not feeding the body with the same kinds of foods and hence nutrients needed to really keep it healthy. That's essentially their argument. And moreover, they argue, Dr. Perlmutter and others argue, that eating these grains is inherently not good for you, but because of genetic GMOs and messing around with the grains and whatnot, trying to create better grains, bigger crops, grown faster, those have mutated into something that is alien to the human species. That makes matters. That's a bad situation made worse. And furthers their argument, gives them more support to contend that, stay away from the grains. Now, there's more to the argument, but you get the point. What's a person to do here? If we eliminated grain production and crop cereal, the farming of cereals, and to these different crops, these grain crops, the planet human species would become extinct. There would be no food. So it's a convenient argument to say, don't eat it. So what are you supposed to do? Oh, see, you don't eat it, you find a healthy diet, and everybody else goes to hell.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. If you just tuned in or if you came over from the first hour, thanks for staying tuned in. Appreciate it very much. The show is coast to coast. It does air at different times than in different markets, so you have to check local listings, including Hawaii. And, of course, people in other countries listen to the show, and they catch that on the Internet. The show airs Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's live. And you can, if it's not airing in your neck of the woods at that time and you want to listen to it or watch it, you can go to letstalknutrition.com. Watch it there or listen to it there. But the majority, the lion's share of the audience listens to the show on the radio. And then when they, as I often say, when they drift away from their radio and they still want to tune into the show, they'll use some other device, smartphone, tablet, computer, witch doctor, channeler, something to get them connected, whatever. My guest in this hour is Neil Levin. I'm going to bring him on right away because I want to get his take on this business about eating whole grains. This one article that was written by Dr. Dale Thiessen entitled "The Awful Truth About Eating Grains," and there an argument is made that eating whole grains is not a good idea. And then I preceded that by reporting on a new study talking about, it was a big study, meta-analysis, taking a look at the consumption of whole grains and really making a yet another piece of evidence to say that we should be mindful that if whole grain farming was stopped and it was no longer done or permitted for some bizarre reason, then we would be stopped and done as a species because we would starve to death. Whole grains supply the majority of food for the planet. And I find it rather curious and interesting that, about 17 plants right now provide 90% of the world's food supply. Some people say, that there's a lot of problems with that. First of all, the limited number of plants, then consequently that means that a lot of plants left out. We must be missing something nutritionally, and the diet is not diverse enough, and we're relying too much on grains. You get the point here, right? But I do find it curious that these books come out and say you eat these kind of foods and you're flirting with early death, disease, and the demise of your health. So did you have a bowl of cereal this morning, Neil?
I did not. I had some trail mix, homemade trail mix, and a banana.
All right, so you had some grains. There were grains in that trail mix, right?
There were not, but it's not that I'm opposed to grains. I actually gave a keynote address on the benefits of whole grain diets at an international forum on whole grains in Beijing on April 20th, 2011. So
okay, well, we'll get to that. I'm just curious. What was in that trail mix then, buddy? Nuts, seeds?
Nuts, seeds, and dried fruits.
Okay, all right. So they didn't put any little other grain products in there?
No, it wasn't like a granola type product.
Okay, all right. So you gave a speech, a paper on the benefits of eating whole grains.
Yeah, because in China, the government Ministry of Health recognized that their population wasn't eating enough whole grains and that there were some serious health issues associated with eating too many refined grains. So
what are they eating? What are they eating in China then? If they're not, I mean, what's their diet? I thought rice was a big deal.
White rice.
Well, what else are they eating?
Well, they eat a lot of meats these days. Certainly they want to have the image of prosperity, so they have a variety of meats and a variety of vegetables and fruits. So they're not necessarily deficient in that regard, but they go pretty heavy on the meats, convey an air of prosperity, and they're not eating a lot of whole grains. You don't see a lot of oatmeal and brown rice and those kind of things. You'll find them at vegetarian Buddhist restaurants. You'll find brown rice, but not the general. Hey, I eat there when I'm in China.
Vegetarian Buddhist restaurant.
When I go to China and I tell them I eat like a Buddhist, then they know to feed me vegetarian foods.
Wheat, maize, rice, barley, soybean, cane sugar, sorghum, potato, oats, and cassava are the 10 top grains feeding 90% of the world's food supply. There are about 17 plants. I just gave you the top 10 that feed most of the world. So there's not much wheat, maize, rice, barley, soybean, cane sugar, sorghum, potatoes, oats, and cassava in China then. Right?
Well, they have some of those things, and certainly things like sugarcane and soy are not grains, but they're certainly staple plant foods.
Mm-hmm. What do you make of these books out? Grain Brain, Wheat Belly, Grain Butt. What do you make of those books where they, written by some Dr. Davis, Dr. Perlmutter? I mean, these guys aren't nitwits. They're pretty smart. And they're saying, they say, step away, nothing to see here, don't eat this.
The standard American diet, the SAD diet, is heavy on refined grains, especially wheat and corn. And it's not a question of eating whole grains. It's eating heavily hybridized, heavily sprayed. Not in the case of wheat, but in the case of corn, GMO, genetically modified crops that are different from what our bodies can handle. And, there's a balance in a good diet if you ate an ancient wheat. People eat spelt, kamut, some of these grains that are not as immunoreactive as the modern wheat. And there are some differences in a lot of people who can tolerate them better. Mm-hmm. And just how much we eat, how much is refined. And when you refine them, you're taking away the B vitamins, the minerals, some of the essential amino acids, the vitamin E, antioxidants, healthy fats, plant sterols, fiber.
Yeah. You mentioned Camus. I thought he was a philosopher. Oh, no, it was Camus. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Depends on your accent.
So I don't want to misrepresent Dr. Davis or Dr. Perlmutter, but I thought that they were saying that all grains are bad, whole grain, refined grain, or anything in between grain.
Well, you're talking about the basis of our diet for the history of agriculture. So, if that's the case, then our epigenetics, the adjustment of our genes to our diet over the last 10,000 years, something like that, maybe longer, is based on a lie, on a fraud. And the basis of civilizations having to stay in one place and grow grains and refine grains, at least in terms of grinding them, sprouting them, those kind of things, making foods, making a beer. Making beer might be the basis of our civilization, that they needed grains and they needed to be in one place long enough to ferment them.
Well, I'm sure that there are many people would argue, can't eliminate grains, I mean, we would have no beer.
That's right.
After all, well, I don't care about dying sooner. I don't care about heart disease. I don't care about cancer. I wouldn't have any beer. Come on now, get off this grain argument. 877-897-8255. So you're not one to line up in that arena that says walk away from the grains.
I'm in favor of moderation and having whole grains that are appropriate for your body.
All right. It's a reasonable argument. 877-897-8255. I've had people tell me when they stopped eating grains, their health improved. What to make of it all anyhow?
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone-nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life. Algae for life. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
One of the reasons why I love doing this show is because there's so much argument, controversy, confusion, and angst in the world of health, wellness, well-being, and, of course, in the world of nutrition. It's a mess. I love it. My guest is Neil Levin. He is now Senior Nutrition Manager at Now Foods. You got promoted. Neil.
I got promoted. My wife's very proud of me.
Senior, no less. All right. Well, congratulations.
That means we have more than one educator now.
You got some direct reports. Okay, so during the commercial break, I went online. I happen to know Dr. Perlmutter. He doesn't remember me. I've met him. I'm sure he doesn't remember me. Nevertheless, I know who he is. I've read his books and whatnot. I went during the break, and I found a video, a 3-minute video, 2 minutes and some change. I listened to it. I'm paraphrasing. These are almost direct quotes. Some of the things he says in this video are erroneous. They're wrong. He said, in our history, we have not consumed carbohydrates. That's not true. In our evolution, we did not consume carbohydrates. He says that. That's not true. He says also,
How do you explain bifidobacteria?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what he says. And then he also says that carbohydrates, consumption of, and he includes whole grains here. Refined grains, unrefined grains, grains blessed by the Pope, doesn't make any difference. All grains, he said, they raise blood sugar level and your blood glucose levels and insulin levels, which contributes to dementia.
That's not true at all.
Well, I'm just telling you what he says.
Yeah, whole grains enhance satiety, the delayed return of hunger following a meal, by several hours. They whole grains prevent weight gain among middle-aged women. In the Framingham Heart Study, middle-aged adults who consume more whole grain foods have lower body mass index and central obesity. And it's also confirmed by the Coronary Artery Risk Development in Young Adults Study, the Nurses' Health Study, the Baltimore Longitudinal Study of Aging.
I'm familiar with that study as well. That's why I love having you on the show, because you're able to cite all of these very wonderful, that Baltimore study is a longitudinal aging study. It's a wonderful piece of research, great data. You know, Neil, listen, he wrote the book Grain Brain, and the argument in that book is that consuming grains, no matter what kind, what variety, how grown, whole, refined, whatever, contributes to a demise of cognitive health and contributes to dementia. There are only 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrate, and fat. I mean, I don't know what he's suggesting in terms of a diet, what percent of the carbohydrate should come from grains, but we need carbohydrate, and grains are a good source of carbohydrate. I don't know what he's saying. I just don't. I don't know. I find it troubling.
Patients are mutants.
What?
Maybe his patients are mutants.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying, and I get this question all the time. Should I eat grains? Should I not eat grains? Is it the GMO grains I should be concerned about? Are whole grains okay? What if the Pope blessed the grains? Am I okay with that? I mean, I'm sure you get inundated with that question all the time too. And that's why I wanted to address it, and I appreciate you taking a moment to talk about it and being courageous enough to voice your opinion.
Oh, yeah, and you mentioned diabetes before, and the Iowa Women's Health Study showed whole grain intake protective against type 2 diabetes, and lowering all-cause death in postmenopausal women, whole grains and cereal fiber. There was a lower mortality rate for both men and women in the Norwegian study with high whole grain bread intake.
Well, his argument is that eating carbohydrate in the form of grains contributes to high glucose insulin levels, which inspires high inflammation. Inflammation is the mechanism of action for disease. That's his argument in a nutshell. Now, if he would have said
eat for whole grains.
Well,
not true for whole grains.
Well, I'm just saying what he said. Now, if he would have said eating whole grains will cause you to be impotent, I'm not eating my Cheerios, okay? I'm done. I haven't heard that argument yet. Have you heard that argument?
Well, no.
Okay, that was my segue to get into your topic for today, which is men's health. Didn't you want to talk about impotence? Didn't you want to talk about that?
Well, men's health in general, including impotence, virility, those kind of issues.
See, my producer thought I was making this up. You were looking at me like I was baiting the guy. I got the booking form here. I read the booking form. He says he wants to talk about these.
You did mention before this, when we started out this morning that he filled out the booking form, but
right.
I thought you were cracking a joke. To
No,
be honest.
I'm not cracking a joke. I'm not cracking. It says men virility power. That includes impotence.
Yes.
That's the opposite end of virility.
I'm just laughing, man. It was funny.
Okay. Which I'm sorry, Neil. I roped you into that. I'm sorry. But you have a sense of humor. I know you like it. Right?
Well, I cultivate a sense of humor.
I know you do. I was bragging about you. I said, Neil is funnier than you think, man. I bet you your wife could tell me a few stories about your dry sense of humor. But you want to talk about, huh? What?
She'd probably roll her eyes, though.
So you want to talk about men's virility power. All right. I'm good. I'm down with that. I'm sure that everybody listening, the women listening, listen up, because you may be able to help the man in your life here. I don't know who it is, but that's what Neil's going to talk about, and he'll do it in a way that really makes sense. You'll see. We'll be back.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Neil Levin's my guest. He's going to be talking about men's virility power. I'll see how he conceptualizes and defines that. I'm very much interested, of course. And it's an important topic, for sure. And men, as they age and as they approach the mid-portion of their life cycle, they start to experience declines in their testosterone levels, growth hormone levels. Their hormones, estrogen levels tend to rise. Everything, they're hormonally speaking, everything gets upside down. And it affects them physiologically and psycho-emotionally. Same thing happens to women, too, with menopause. But, and virility becomes an issue. You know, we are, after all, humans. It's biology, biology. Neil, welcome back. So what prompted you to want to talk about this? This is an interesting topic. I'm glad you chose it.
You know what? I'm just searching for ideas for our interviews, our discussions, because I don't like doing the same things over and over again, and so I'm looking for something new, something different. So I started out thinking about doing sports nutrition and then trying to angle it more towards men, and that kind of led to this topic because, just talking about the same thing all the time. I actually keep a spreadsheet of my radio interviews so I know what I've talked about and try to avoid repeating them. So, just trying to keep things fresh.
That's good. Well, I think beyond that, I think it's an important topic because, this issue of virility and all that it denotes and connotes becomes an important concern for men as well as women, and it's a topic that merits some focus and some discussion for sure. Don't talk about it too much on the show. I'm glad, and I'm glad you chose to speak about it. How would you like to frame your argument here? And essentially, what is your essential argument here?
Well, men tend to lose the ability to have, it's virility and fertility. The ability to have children is a great concern to a lot of couples, even younger couples, and as we age, then the virility thing comes into play, and the inability to sustain erections, to have sexual relations in the way that they used to, it becomes an important topic. And you got to start with the basics. Are you taking a good multivitamin? Are you eating well? Are you sleeping well? Because stress is very important in the production, control, and balance of hormones in the body. So, you got to look at the diet, the supplementation, and the sleep habits, and that's a good place to start.
Just for sake of clarity, virility in Latin, when it's derived from Latin, virilitas, I'm mispronouncing that, means manhood, refers to any wide range of masculine characteristics viewed positively. So, yeah, and you alluded to at least one, being able to perform intimately sexually is part of it, but emotionally too. There's the emotional side of virility, psychological side as well. And life, diet, and lifestyle can undermine a man's virility, can they not?
Well, it can, starting with the stress, starting with environmental estrogens, such as the glyphosate, which is herbicide that's used widely on genetically modified crops as well as on wheat as a way to harvest the wheat early. So some of these things they're using on crops might actually have effects of undermining men's ability to do that.
What about alcohol consumption, smoking, lack of exercise? Do those tend to undermine virility and performance?
Well, they do, because circulation's an issue, and smoking's going to interfere with that. Having the right nutrients is an issue, and smoking's going to interfere with that. Exercise stimulates circulation, and actually obesity is associated with inflammation, and inflammation is associated with decline in virility as well as fertility. So, being leaner, being fitter, being more active is associated with better results in this area.
From a dietary supplement perspective, are there things that men can take to, how can I say, maintain their virility or recover it, reclaim it?
Yeah, and the first thing is, look at the diet. Make sure you're eating a healthy diet. Make sure you're getting enough sleep at night so that your stress levels are down. And, take a good multivitamin. I suggest the Adam for men, ADAM, and we have Eve for women, but of course that's another topic. But the Adam is a formula designed for basic men's health. It does not have hormones in it per se, but it does support your ability to make hormones. So, cover the basics, and then look at other formulas that you might want to add for older men who are concerned about prostate health, because if the prostate is not healthy, that could impact the virility as well. We have the clinical strength prostate health formula, which has 3 nutrients that are clinically shown to support healthy prostate health, and a number of supporting nutrients as well. The Delicious Living magazine awarded this its supplement award a couple years ago.
Great.
The saw palmetto plant sterols, phytosterols, and the tomato extract called lycopene are the 3 actives in here, with a number of supporting things, including vitamin D, zinc, selenium, stinging nettle root extract, quercetin, turmeric. Our soft gel, we have formula. It has a base of pumpkin seed oil, which men would recognize as having some benefits. So it's a nice formula, a prostate health formula.
Sounds good. And we'll talk some more about those supplements. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Neil Levin, Senior Nutrition Manager at Now Foods. Great company. Visit their website. I should tell you, in a spirit of transparency, they are a sponsor of Let's Talk Nutrition, have been for a long time. Very proud to have them as a sponsor. And we always enjoy having Neil on the show. He's a very well-informed, well-trained, knowing, great library of insight, and we appreciate that around here. And he fills out the booking form. That's at least I know what he's going to talk about. It helps me out. We'll be back. I'll have the LTN Health question of the day. You could win a $25 supplement gift card with the correct answer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, BSN, finish first, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier in the show and during this segment with Neil Levin, I was talking about this argument about whole grains. Should we eat grains, not grains, whole grains, refined grains? It's back and forth. But during the course of that discussion, I mentioned a few, I think, interesting statistics or ideas One of which is that 90% of the world's food supply is provided by plants, right? Question is, how many? How many plants, approximately, according to this article by Dr. Thiessen, I guess that's how you pronounce his name, Thiessen. How many plants provide 90% of the world's food supply? 7, 17, or 27? I mentioned the number a couple of times. How many plants provide approximately 90% of the world's food supply with respect to grains? And generally, I mean, grain, no grain, they provide 90% of the world's food supply. 90% of the world's food supply is in the form of grains. Is it 7 plants, 17 plants, or 27? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Welcome back, Neil.
Thank you.
Okay, so you were mentioning some of those supplements. You alluded to them as you were making your argument. You have a product called, it's an interesting name. I don't know who named it. Maybe you did. It's called TestoJack 100.
Yep. You know what? I don't think I named that one. I might have. You know, that's my kind of name.
TestoJack. Does that mean raising of testosterone levels? Jack them up? Is that what it means?
Well, you can't make that claim, but I guess it might suggest that to some people.
Right. They could infer that. What's in that product?
The active in there there's 2 main actives in there. The LJ100, which is the long jack, or Tongkai Ali is another name for that, which is kind of an Indonesian herb, which is LJ100 is a concentrate of an extract from that root and is very strong and has human clinical trials. And we have the ZMA. ZMA is a blend of zinc and methionine and magnesium, and that has been shown to contain precursors of testosterone and to support healthy testosterone production in people. Mm-hmm. We also add vitamin B6, magnesium, zinc, and tribulus, which is another herb that stimulates the pituitary gland to normalize the production of hormones in the body.
Yeah, a lot of athletes, bodybuilders take tribulus. Years ago, tribulus was one of the go-to supplements for bodybuilders. I don't know if you recall that, but that was a while back.
Still is.
Still is?
We've got Tribulus Extreme and other products that bodybuilders are using.
You sell Tribulus. You just alluded to that freestanding product.
Yes.
ZMA. You also sell that as a freestanding product as well.
We do. The zinc and magnesium combination tends to support testosterone production. It has some clinical studies and is fairly popular, and we use that in some of our bodybuilding and men's health formulas.
What is arginine super stack? What is that?
I formulated that based on there's a family of amino acids, arginine, ornithine, citrulline, and norvaline, that are either precursors of arginine or support arginine levels in the body, including the recycling of arginine. And arginine is important because it's a precursor of nitric oxide, which is used by the body to dilate blood vessels and improve circulation and blood pressure and things like that. So it's part of the body's normal function. There's 3 Nobel Prizes awarded for that kind of biology on nitric oxide. So it's a very important part of the body, and it's the basis for Viagra and other drugs is an artificial way of raising nitric oxide. This is the body's natural way of raising it.
Yeah, Cialis. What's the other one you just mentioned?
Viagra.
Viagra. Those are all vasodilators.
Right. And what does the body use for that? It uses nitric oxide produced from arginine or citrulline, which is another amino acid. And actually, there's a couple studies done at Florida State University on our product called L-citrulline, which is in the arginine pathway, which is in arginine superstack, and we also have an arginine-citrulline combination.
What is citrulline?
And citrulline is an amino acid that will acts like a time-release arginine. It converts into arginine as needed. It actually supports arginine levels in the body better than arginine supplementation.
Wow.
It works better in studies at Florida State in preventing blood pressure rise during acute stress than arginine does. So
Wow.
it's a great supplement. I take citrulline twice a day myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. 877-897-8255. Bob in Land O'Lakes used that number. And Bob, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Dr. Rocco. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. So how many plants account for about 90% of the world's food supply? 7 plants, 17 plants, or 27 plants?
I'm going to guess and say 7.
7. Well, it's not. It's 7. It's 17, and I'm still going to award you the prize because I know that you listen a lot and you call in and you always contribute. So we appreciate that. That's your reward. Thanks.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Neil, thank you for coming on. As always, we appreciate it. Now Foods, their arginine citrulline product, arginine superstack, the Tribulus, the ZMA product, Clinical Strength Prostate Health, that's a great product, and Adam Multi is another one. These are great supplements for men who are looking to maintain, if in a word, their virility, their health, their men's health, if you know all that means, and give them a try, give them a good consideration. They're a great company, Now Foods. Take their products. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. Neil, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Stay healthy, my friend.
I will. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself.